that's how I feel, but talking to people instead, where it's like, oh, now I'm kind of like nervous. And it got me feeling kind of down. A lot of shit's been happening as well, IRL, so I've just been feeling a bit like, not too bad, but isolated, weirdly enough. I don't know the right word. Like, it's one of those like, I dug my hole, and this is where I'm at, right?
Me one hole.
But even though I'm safe, quote unquote, like, I'm not really part of anything, I don't experience anything, it's also because I don't really involve myself in anything anyway. So I feel very like lost and alone for a little, and I was a bit sad. And then
you know, I feel like with saying things like that, where you don't involve yourself with people, that directly leads to you feeling isolated. Even like the thing about, I don't know, friendships, meeting people, trusting people, having falling outs and stuff, it's all part of life and relationships because things happen, you know. Me and Bao were talking about this the other day, but obviously I'm not gonna talk about everything that happened, but like Bao and I had a crazy fight like a month or two, I don't even remember, it was a while back, but we had like our first ever big fight. We've had like little qualms and little things, but we would be fine after just we'd be in the same conversation, and then we would argue, and then we would get to the end of it. But this was the first time that we ever had a thing where the two of us just kind of said, we need a little bit of space. Said space was less than a day, by the way. It took less than a day before we both were typing saying like, hey, I just wanted to say I'm sorry. Yo, that's so fucking funny when you think about it. It's just when two bitches love each other so much they can't go a day without being mad at each other. Like, it's just like, I mean, like, it's so Bao and I truly believe that your friendship is gonna last till we're old and wrinkly, because anytime we have a problem, we will talk to each other. The thing is, things like that are so uncomfortable. She told me, she worded it so well, where I'm the kind of person where I don't mind the uncomfortable conversation because these people mean so much to me that I'm willing to go through any uncomfortable situation if it means rectifying a relationship or coming to terms with something or figuring something out. I don't mind. And in this case, even when we were upset at each other, I knew that we would be fine and we would talk to each other, even though the conversation would fucking suck. And lo and behold, it was less than a day before we were messaging. It was so cute, by the way. We were like, yeah, let's just have some space. And then the next day, I was typing my I'm sorry, and then she sent it the same time I was about to send mine. And we were like, oh, it was so, she said hers first and I said, oh, I said, damn, the way I love you so much, I can't go a day without like just talking to you. And she said, why are you so fucking stupid? And I was like, girl, I don't know. I'm still gonna send you mine anyway. And then we both sent it, and then we just, and then we were fine. And then she's like, yeah, that like opened my eyes to a lot of things when we had that. And we were both like, I the comparison I made to our little bleh was, if anybody's seen the movie called Bottoms, it is the scene where the two best friends get in a fight and they don't talk for like a day. And that day where they are depressed, Avril Lavigne's song is playing. Chill out, what you yelling for? And I'm like, yeah, that was us. She's PJ, and then I'm Josie, and then that's how it went. But yeah, great movie. Love that movie. But yeah, I think the main thing is if you don't, those things are so important for healthy relationships. I mean, obviously there are going to be relationships you have where you don't argue or you don't have these things because you're lucky enough to have a relationship where that doesn't happen. But most of the time, you're going to have moments where you have a little thing where you're like, uh-oh, I'm upset. Time to talk about it. I said, let's talk about this. I will bring it up. If you do something that upsets me, I will almost always bring it up, which is why a lot of times when things happen, I don't make it public. I don't do anything because I know it can be solved like over DMs and shit, like, or just talking to them in person, because it's always very personal to me. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like you can feel a little isolated at times because instead of talking to people about the way that you're feeling, you keep it to yourself. And because of that, you feel even more shit because there's nobody to talk to about how you feel. And so you're just letting it simmer. And then the demons say, hey, I see you're all by yourself. Let me make you feel worse. That's how it goes.
I talked to Numi because at that time I was like, you know, I remember Numi told me it's like if you're ever feeling
the fly that rubs their hands together, going like, the demons in the corner being like, hey, you're by yourself. Dude, I literally have that with the Noombas all the time. Like, I'll set boundaries with you guys, and then like I'll get mad at you, you'll get mad at me, and then we'll be like, well, let's fucking talk about it, and then we do, and now the community is great.
down and you need
She blames us. Shut the fuck up. Anyways.
someone, you should say something. That's one thing that I have a really hard time doing. I don't like opening up when I'm feeling upset. I always
Yeah, okay, there it is. See? I don't like
open up after I'm done feeling upset.
God, I hate when she does that. Oh.
But I was like, you know what? I feel lonely right now.
Oh, there it is. Boom, boom, boom.
Maybe it's not because
Look at that. The consequences of my own actions.
I'm alone. It's just everything's going on, right?
That
I'll
is what
reach
it
out to
is.
Numi. So I was talking to Numi and I was in a call and I was like, yeah, girl, I'm just feeling a little like...
I bet she feels better after we talk. And she's like, wow, I would have never imagined talking to somebody could help. Y'all watch Thunderbolts. That's a good one. Watch Thunderbolts. That'll give you a great lesson in
I
life.
don't know, weirdly like isolated. It's not because of anything that happened. It's just like I feel so scared. You know, it's like I'm scared, I'm anxious, overwhelmed, and all of it
Y'all, this is Thunderbolts in a picture.
kind of boiled down to just I feel lonely right now. And Numi's
Always blaming us, the blobs with no arms or feet. Oh, so you think because you don't have arms and feet, it makes a difference in how you treat me? Interesting.
response to it was to decide to give me a home tour.
W Michi, thank you, Fillion. Or you can, you know, guys, if there's a problem, you can go like the Fillion route and do like a backflip, because that will also work. Like if there was ever a universe where Fillion pissed me off, she would just do a backflip, and then I'd be like, yeah, I forgive you.
She literally decided to just turn on her camera, walked around her house, and she introduced me to like her roommates and everything. And she's just like, look, this is my thing.